All right. Lock in, locking, lock in. Mega, mega, mega lock in, fam. Very good. Absolutely mega locking. If you're not locked in, if you are not locked in, no. Mega lock in right now, fam. Let's go. Let's go. Got my blood on the streets special. Use Ramos code to get extra blood. Oh. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? We're here. We're here. All right. Okay. What's up, fam? What's up, fam? All right. Everybody jump in. Everybody jump in. What we're going to be watching soon is Donald J. Trump and Vladimir Putin. We're having a conversation for about 2 hours. And the conversation just ended. Breaking. Just in, President Trump and Vladimir Putin's meeting they have ended. So it's a little quick. If it's official, it's a little quick. Okay, nearly lasting 3 hours. So according to raw alerts, the meeting is over. The meeting is over. That's Putin. Cheaper in the house. John 360 in the house. JB here. Ghost. What's up, guys? Welcome. Soon. 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 Go ahead and close this one right now. Get everybody here on board. See what we got.
Breaking tonight, just word now from the press room as you look there live that the meeting has ended. After 3 hours, the meeting is ended, and we're hearing that the press conference may be imminent. You see the backdrop there with the two podiums pursuing peace. They have called the press pool into that room, which is on the other side of this base, and they are getting prepared for what seems like an imminent press conference. All right, on the ground here, breaking tonight, just word now from the press room as you look there live that the meeting has ended. After 3 hours, the meeting is ended, and we're hearing that the press conference may be imminent. You see the backdrop there with the two podiums pursuing peace. They have called the press pool into that.
All right. We got the perfect poll right now. This meeting All right. I was so ready, guys. You can sense the pump on its way. I know, right? This meeting went. What do you think? Oh, there's some Russian, you know, staff. Putin is coming in. Putin is coming in, everybody. He's coming in. 3-hour meeting? That's not bad, actually. That's not bad. I like that. I like that. Didn't end, in less than 1 hour. So I would say that people, got something. I like that. All right, I got the White House right here. I got this one too, AP. Price of crypto, the price of Bitcoin, the price of everything has been waiting this moment. So we'll see how the price is going to react. Rest assured that things are going to change in the crypto space after we start hearing some of the reactions from the media. It's going to be fun and exciting, everybody. All in before the pump, my man. What's up, Sky? Trooper, I see you, buddy. Welcome. Robbie in the house. Let's go. Nice. They don't want to say anything. The Russian Federation, they don't want to say anything right now. I see them. This guy is giving us the live. I'm gonna have some positions ready. If we get some bad news, I'm going in. If we get some good news, glad I bought. So we got about a few $100 ready to buy. I'm gonna move into futures because I want to be trading right now a little bit. All right. What are we long? 3.08. First words coming out of President Trump. That's when the world is gonna be coming in full bull right now. Full bull. So we gotta be paying attention very quickly. But I think it went okay. I think so. Honestly, I think it went okay. 3 hours is pretty good. So let's trigger something delicious. Because YOLO, sometimes. I'm seeing some positive momentum right now. 297. Kaboom. All right, baby. All right, baby. Give me some green juice. Give me some green juice.
It'll work better. You don't have the adapter. Can't break it now.
Lasted 3 hours. That's pretty good enough for me. Come on, everybody. Let's make money. 3 hours like Joe Rogan. I know, right? 100%. Some people are saying nothing burger. It's okay, buddy. I like a burger. I really like a nice, delicious burger, Patty. Because I know when to buy XRP when there's blood on the streets. I don't want to be FOMOing at $4 XRP. 3 hours and now they're coming. Yeah, we're pumping. I think so, Eduardo, right? I think so. I think so too. Come on, everybody. Give it to me. Give it to me. Everybody's watching. Don't liquidate us. Don't liquidate us. Please. Do not liquidate us. Imagine if they say, guys, we're buying XRP. How fast are we going to $4? How fast? Like in 3 minutes? 4 minutes? Or like in 30 seconds? Huge, massive green pump to $4. In a few seconds, we're at $4. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee you that. You'll be rich. What's up, Sell More? Good to have you, buddy. Welcome. TJ, I see you, buddy. Welcome. 2 minutes, someone said. Guys, how long do you think this conference is going to last? How long? Because you know Trump likes to speak for so long. He just adores the attention, right? I wonder if Putin is gonna be okay with that. I wonder. Guys, don't forget to drop a like right now. Subscribe to the channel if you want. But drop a like. That really helps us with the algorithm so people come and enjoy and join us. If you want more people buying XRP, knowing more crypto, and getting to know in our great industry, we gotta get those retail investors, you know. Cheers and shout out to all of you guys. Yes. Why is this great, Ramos? Well, because I like less killing, less deaths, and more peace. 1.4 million Russians have been killed in this war. Isn't the millions, fam? The millions. So that's not good if you ask me, you know. I don't like that. And of course, it's been a lot of pain, man. It has to stop. That's why I like this. Yeah, I mean, I know we're going to have some really great XRP prices, but man, come on. Come on, bro. I mean, peace. Just stop the bloodshed. That's it. Casualties. Yes. Thank you, Joe. Thank you for correcting. Appreciate that. What's up, B? Happy to see you and welcome. Casualties. Yes. So it's just so terrible, you know, so terrible. Why don't we just go ahead and end the endless wars and then just keep pumping? That's going to help us pump. That's going to help us go to the next level, guys. We have the technology. We're getting the regulation. We're getting the framework. We're getting the institutional adoption. But we have wars. We have geopolitical concerns and issues that are not letting us rally, guys. That's why this is good. Okay? So those asking, that's why this is good. What's up, Jeffo? Nice to have you, buddy. Welcome. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Come on, man. Give us a nice pump. It's already. Last time Putin visited the U.S. was in 2015. I don't think he came over to waste his time. I think so too, right? He actually called for the meeting. He called for the meeting, so I'm sure that there's gonna be some good news. I hope, honestly, I do hope. If not, it's just a bunch of resources. Come on, man. End this and then let's just move on. End this now and move on. And the war with the narcos. Bro, that's Mexico, bro. What is this? The SEC has filed a status report with the Court of Appeals, noting that parties have filed a joint stipulation of dismissal of the appeals and that the stipulation remains pending and therefore awaiting approval by the court. Cool. It's over. It's over. Not over yet. No, it is over, but that's just a few things extra. There they are. There they are, everybody. All right. Eliza, what's up, Eliza? Thank you so much for the kind donation. Appreciate that a lot as always. It's a burger with cheese only. No more, no more burgers. What's up, Slavo? Nice to have you, Slavo. Welcome. We're gonna do well. We're gonna do well, fam. We're not leaving. We ain't leaving. Thank you, Andrew. I see you. 88 is pumping hard. Cardano, really? Oh, nice. Don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know? Pump it up. That's what I'm talking about, everybody. Nice. And that is why you go nicely penetrating ISO 222. ISO 222. That's why you do it. Because if even XRP is like, I'm gonna rest for a while, you have it there. You have Cardano. You smash the like. Thank you, John. You go all the beauty ones. Jonathan, what's up, buddy? DDP or I have no idea what that is, brother. Thank you, John. DDP or I have no clue what that is, bro. Sorry. Craig in the house. Look at Cardano, baby. Oh yes. What's up, Frank? Trump coin? Nah. Guys, are we gonna get some pretty good news, guys? Here's where all the insiders are buying in. Here's where all the insiders. Oh boy. Ridiculous in the house. What's up, my brother? Welcome. Thank you so much for the kind of super chat, buddy. I appreciate that a lot. Are we gonna get some pretty good news? Three Diglets, I don't have you on my Discord, bro. I want to give you free access for life. Go ahead and DM me on X, please. You've been supporting for so long. I want to have you inside. Okay, that sounded weird, but I hope my community is not going to say anything about it. Just DM me on X, please. DM me on X. Oh my goodness. You guys didn't hear, right? Yeah. Oh, that was so good, JB. That was so good. Can't believe it, man. We having fun. Guys, that's so much good news right now. Okay, let's I'm gonna save. Really? Classic trading view. Let's get remove bone and let's have Trump coin. Cardano doing well. XRP, are you gonna give us a nicely pumpity pump? Give us a nice pump. That'll be really, really good if you give me a pump right now. Bring it, bring it, bring it. All right, fam. All right, all right, all right. Oh, that's Caitlin Collins from CNN. Fake news CNN. Fake news CNN. All right. Something's happening. Something's happening. Oh, it's another Russian. Oh, no, that's the US. That's, yeah, that's the guy from the United States. Look at that, everybody. It's gonna get pretty amazing. Oscar, President Trump would have walked away 2 hours ago if nothing productive was coming out of the meeting. 120%, Jerry. 120%. Once again, give it up for Three Diglets. I want to ride the monster. Thanks, brother. Appreciate that a lot, and welcome to our space. You're always great, and I want to have you in the Discord. That's much better. So just DM me on X, please.
Sorry, repeat that. Oh, that wasn't.
Thank you, Three Diglets. Appreciate it. DM me on X, please, Three Diglets. I want to invite you. You know, I want to have you there. Gonna be good.
Okay, well then.
Don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up. Come on, baby. Give me some good news. It's time to make money. 88 is flying. Doing well. That's Dawn coin. Nice. Guys, Trump is waking up. Good job. Good job, Trump. Waking up. That's nice. Really? Three Diglets. You had one job. Brother. Okay, find my Telegram and DM me there then. You have Telegram, right? I want to get you in the Discord, brother. You're awesome. You're always here donating and supporting. It's been a while. You're my mod, so just want to give back to you, brother. Honestly, I remember the names of the people that follow me and support me for such a long time, and you're one of those. Oh, Mike. Okay, bro. I tried. Just stay with us, Diglets. It looks like Ethereum is barely about to run. What's up, Ozzy? Matic in the house. Thank you, buddy. Welcome. How we doing? Kind of looks like everything is about to rip. Let me take a look at Bitcoin right now. That's the dominance. Yeah, guys, it's loading. Buying pressure is coming in. Buying pressure is coming in. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Coming in, coming in, coming in. What's the best possible news we can get out of this meeting? Peace. Peace. Or a peace deal, whatever, end of the war, or no more. I mean, something. Something along those lines.
How's this audio with Kelly now? I need to go closer to her.
The world is watching. Everybody's watching right now. Like, if we hear something like that, President Trump is going to win the Nobel Prize. He has to get the Nobel Prize. He has to get. There's no way he doesn't. Nobel Prize has a name, and that is Donald Trump. Do you agree with that? You're drinking the blood 100%. 100%. XRPs. XRPs. I like that. I like that. XRPs.
And he's back in there, sir.
Come on, baby. Give us what we're here waiting for. Oh, yeah, we're pumping a little bit higher with XRP. I'm going to take a look at my position. There they come. It's happening, fam. Welcome. Oh, yeah. Besant. That's it. Ah, there's a secret weapon. Yeah, it's happening, guys. Welcome back. Oscar here. The incoming press conference is about to begin. Donald J. Trump and Vladimir Putin. You're watching it behind the scenes before this whole thing starts. We're watching on Associated Press, and gonna be good. Numbers going up. Numbers going up. Marco Rubio is right there too. Everybody's looking at Marco Rubio right there because they seem fine. They seem fine. No grumpy faces. Oh yeah, people are buying XRP right now. People are buying. Take a look at the volume right there. Take a look at the volume. Don't even blink. And after 5+ years, here we go. And after 5+ years, here we go.
President of the United States of America and the President of the Russian Federation. Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States of America and the President of the Russian Federation.
Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen, our negotiations have been held in a constructive atmosphere of mutual respect. We have very thorough negotiations that were quite useful. I would like to thank once again my American counterpart for the proposal to travel out here to Alaska. It only makes sense that we've met here because our countries, though separated by the oceans, are close neighbors. So when we've met, when I came out of the plane, close neighbors. So when we've met, when I came out of the plane, and I've said, "Good afternoon, dear neighbor. Very good to see you. In good health and to see you alive." I think that is very neighborly. And I think that's some kind words that we can say to each other. We're separated by the Strait of Bering, though there are two islands only between the Russian island and the U.S. island. They're only 4 kilometers apart. We're close neighbors, and it's a fact. It's also important that Alaska has to do with our common heritage, common history between Russia and the U.S., and many positive events have to do with that territory. Still, there is tremendous cultural heritage back from the Russian America. For example, Orthodox churches and a lot of more than 700 geographical names of Russian origin. During the Second World War, it was here in Alaska that was the origin of the legendary air bridge for the supply of military aircraft and other equipment under the Land-Lease program. It was a dangerous and treacherous route over the vast emptiness of ice. However, the pilots of both countries did everything to bring closer the victory. They risked their lives and they gave it all for the common victory. I was just in the city of Magadan in Russia, and there is a memorial there dedicated to the Russian and the U.S. pilots. And there are 2 flags, the U.S. flag and the Russian flag. And I know that here as well there is such a memorial. There is a military burial place several kilometers away from here. The Soviet pilots that buried there who died during that dangerous mission. We're thankful to the citizens and the government of the U.S. for carefully taking care of their memory. I think that's very worthy and noble. We'll always remember other historical examples when our countries defeated common enemies together in the spirit of battle camaraderie and allyship that supported each other and facilitated each other. I'm sure that this heritage will help us rebuild and foster mutually beneficial and equal ties at this new stage, even during the hardest conditions. It is known that there have been no summits between Russia and the U.S. for 4 years, and that's a long time. This time was very hard for bilateral relations, and let's be frank, they've fallen to the lowest point since the Cold War. I think that's not benefiting our countries and the world as a whole. It is apparent that sooner or later, we had to amend the situation to move on from the confrontation to dialogue. And in this case, a personal meeting between the heads of state has been long overdue, naturally, under the condition of serious and painstaking work. And this work has been done in general. Me and President Trump have very good direct contact. We've spoken multiple times. We spoke frankly on the phone. And special envoy of the President, Mr. Woodruff, traveled out to Russia several times. Our advisors and heads of foreign ministries kept in touch all the time. And you know fully well that one of the central issues was the situation around Ukraine. We see the strive of the administration and President Trump personally to help facilitate the resolution of the Ukrainian conflict. And his strive to get to the crux of the matter, to understand this history, is precious. As I've said, the situation in Ukraine has to do with fundamental threats to our security. Moreover, we've always considered the Ukrainian nation, and I've said it multiple times, a brotherly nation, however strange it may sound in these conditions. We have the same roots, and everything that's happening is a tragedy for us, a terrible wound. Therefore, the country is sincerely interested in putting an end to it. At the same time, we're convinced that in order to make the settlement lasting and long-term, we need to eliminate all the primary roots, the primary causes of that conflict, and we've said it multiple times, to consider all legitimate concerns of Russia and to reinstate a just balance of security in Europe and in the world on the whole. And I agree with President Trump, as he has said today, that naturally the security of Ukraine should be ensured as well. Naturally, we are prepared to work on that. I would like to hope that the agreement that we've reached together will help us bring closer that goal and will pave the path towards peace in Ukraine. We expect that Kiev and European capitals will perceive that constructively and that they won't throw a wrench in the works. They will not make any attempts to use some backroom dealings to conduct provocations to torpedo the nascent progress. Incidentally, when the new administration came to power, bilateral trade started to grow. It's still very symbolic. Still, we have a growth of 20%. As I've said, we have a lot of dimensions for joint work. It is clear that the U.S. and Russian investment and business cooperation has tremendous potential. Russia and the U.S. can offer each other so much in trade, digital, high-tech, and in space exploration. We see that Arctic cooperation is also very possible, and our international context, for example, between the Far East of Russia and the West Coast of the U.S. Overall, it's very important for our countries to turn the page, to go back to cooperation. It is symbolic that not far away from here, at the border between Russia and the U.S., there is a so-called international date line. I think you can step over, literally, from yesterday into tomorrow, and I hope that we'll succeed in that. In political sphere, I would like to thank President Trump for our joint work, for the well-wishing and trustworthy tone of our conversation. It's important that both sides are result-oriented, and we see that the President of the U.S. has a very clear idea of what he would like to achieve. He sincerely cares about the prosperity of his nation. Still, he understands that Russia has its own national interests. I expect that today's agreements will be the starting point, not only for the solution of the Ukrainian issue, but also will help us bring back business-like and pragmatic relations between Russia and the U.S. And in the end, I would like to add one more thing. I'd like to remind you that in 2022, during the last contact with the previous administration, I tried to convince my previous American colleague that the situation should not be brought to the point of no return when it would come to hostilities. And I said it quite directly back then that it's a big mistake. Today, when President Trump is saying that if he was the president back then, there will be no war. And I'm quite sure that it would indeed be so. I can confirm that. I think that overall, me and President Trump have built a very good, business-like and trustworthy contact. And I have every reason to believe that moving down this path, we can come, and the sooner the better, to the end of the conflict in Ukraine. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. President. That was very profound, and I will say that I believe we had a very productive meeting. There were many, many points that we agreed on, most of them, I would say, a couple of big ones that we haven't quite gotten there, but we've made some headway. So there's no deal until there's a deal. I will call up NATO in a little while. I will call up the various people that I think are appropriate, and I'll, of course, call up President Zelensky and tell him about today's meeting. It's ultimately up to them. They're going to have to agree with what Marco and Steve and some of the great people from the Trump administration who've come here, Scott and John Ratcliffe, thank you very much. But we have some of our really great leaders. They've been doing a phenomenal job. We also have some tremendous Russian business representatives here, and I think everybody wants to deal with us. We've become the hottest country anywhere in the world in a very short period of time, and we look forward to that. We look forward to dealing. We're going to try and get this over with. We really made some great progress today. I've always had a fantastic relationship with President Putin, with Vladimir. We had many tough meetings, good meetings. We were interfered with by the Russia hoax. That made it a little bit tougher to deal with, but he understood it. I think he's probably seen things like that during the course of his career. He's seen it all, but we had to put up with the Russia hoax. He knew it was a hoax, and I knew it was a hoax, but what was done was very criminal. But it made it harder for us to deal as a country in terms of the business and all of the things that we'd like to have dealt with. But we'll have a good chance when this is over. So just to put it very quickly, I'm going to start making a few phone calls and tell them what happened. But we had an extremely productive meeting, and many points were agreed to. There are just a very few that are left. Some are not that significant. One is probably the most significant, but we have a very good chance of getting there. We didn't get there, but we have a very good chance of getting there. I would like to thank President Putin and his entire team, who I know in many cases, other than that, whose faces I get to see all the time in the newspapers. You're almost as famous as the boss, but especially this one right over here. But we had some good meetings over the years, right? Good, productive meetings over the years, and we hope to have that in the future. But let's do the most productive one right now. We're going to stop really 5, 6, 7,000, thousands of people a week from being killed, and President Putin wants to see that as much as I do. So, again, Mr. President, I'd like to thank you very much, and we'll speak to you very soon and probably see you again very soon. Thank you very much, Vladimir.
Next time in Moscow.
Oh, that's an interesting one. I don't know.
Oh, he spoke English.
That one, but I could see it
He spoke
possibly
English.
happening. Thank you very much, Vladimir. And thank you all. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
No questions? Nah. Wait. No questions? Oh, wow. No questions. No way. Oh, that's not good. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Down, please, sir, down, please, thank you.
They are moving the pool. They're rushing the pool out. All the properties of the advocates, because I can see them all moving. U.S. pool.
Wow.
He's seen that.
Good business. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. President. That was very profound, and I will say that I believe we had a very productive meeting. There were many points that we agreed on, most of them, I would say, a couple of big ones that we haven't quite gotten there, but we've made some headway. So there's no deal until there's a deal.
No deal, no questions, and they didn't take questions. I'm sorry, no deal, a few agreements. He's gonna call Europe, and we'll see what happens there. Wow.
We'll call up NATO in a little while. I will call up the various people that I think are appropriate, and I'll of course call up President Zelensky and tell him about today's meeting. It's ultimately up to them. They're going to have to agree with what Marco and Steve and some of the great people from the Trump administration who've come here, Scott and John Ratcliffe. Thank you very much. But we have some of our really great leaders. They've been doing a phenomenal job. We also have some tremendous Russian business representatives here, and I think everybody wants to deal with us. We've become the hottest country anywhere in the world in a very short period of time, and we look forward to that. We look forward to dealing. We're going to try and get this over with. We really made some great progress today. I've always had a fantastic relationship with President Putin, with Vladimir. We had many tough meetings, good meetings. We were interfered with by the Russia hoax. That made it a little bit tougher to deal with, but he understood it. I think he's probably seen things like that during the course of his career. He's seen it all, but we had to put up with the Russia hoax. He knew it was a hoax, and I knew it was a hoax, but what was done was very criminal. But it made it harder for us to deal as a country in terms of the business and all of the things that we'd like to have dealt with. But we'll have a good chance when this is over. So just to put it very quickly, I'm going to start making a few phone calls and tell them what happened. But we had an extremely productive meeting, and many points were agreed to. There are just a very few that are left. Some are not that significant. One is probably the most significant, but we have a very good chance of getting there. We didn't get there, but we have a very good chance of getting there. I would like to thank President Putin and his entire team, who I know in many cases, other than that, whose faces I get to see all the time in the newspapers. You're almost as famous as the boss, but especially this one right over here. But we had some good meetings over the years, right? Good, productive meetings over the years, and we hope to have that in the future. But let's do the most productive one right now. We're going to stop really 5, 6, 7,000, thousands of people a week from being killed, and President Putin wants to see that as much as I do. So, again, Mr. President, I'd like to thank you very much, and we'll speak to you very soon and probably see you again very soon.
He spoke in English. Here he comes.
Thank you very much, Vladimir.
Next time in Moscow.
Oh, that's an interesting one. I don't know. I'll get a little heat on that one, but
First time that I hear him speaking English, so that's interesting.
I could see it possibly happening. Thank you very much, Vladimir. And thank you all. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Everybody was ready to ask questions right there. So they just are feeling themselves. They're filling each other out, right? I mean, stakes are high, but there was nothing. There was nothing. I think a lot of people were so ready to ask questions and everything, but I mean, I expected something, right? I'm watching right now. Let's see. Trump. We have a very good chance of getting there. We didn't get there, but we have a very good chance of getting there. Vladimir described Ukraine as a brotherly nation, and he had reached an agreement with President Trump, so he offered no details. Agreements, but not a deal. Not a deal. Putin says he can confirm, right? Russia would have not invaded Ukraine if Trump was president. Wow. Look at those comments. I got nothing burger. Oh, guys, I love you, fam. I love you. Eliza.
great people from the Trump administration who've come here. I think period of period with extremely productive right now.
It was jam-packed. It was absolutely jam-packed. Like how many people just waited for like hours and hours and hours and no questions. That's when you know you didn't get what you want. That's when you know you didn't get what you want, for sure. It happens. It happens. Jam-packed. Jam-packed. Take a look at the... Give me 1 second right here. Eliza Oscar was Kane handler in the Marines and did 2 hours behind enemy lines. When nothing is said, it's because critical work is being done. This is good. Eliza, thank you so much. Marines? Wow, Eliza, you're awesome. No deal. No September cuts. Inflation rising. Chosen. Thank you so much for telling us exactly all the facts, brother. You know how to bring the room up. I get it, brother. No, thank you. Eliza, yeah, that's right. And thank you for that. Appreciate it. There's a lot of conversations happening behind the scenes, and well, we just heard something. I was expecting something, maybe some Q&A or so at the end, but nope.
I would like to hope that the agreement that we've reached together will help us bring closer that goal and will pave the path.
It comes to show that this is going to be a deal hard to close for Trump, but yeah, get ready for a nice red candle right now. I think so. Yeah. Not what we wanted to hear. We got PPI yesterday. I wouldn't be surprised if we go a little bit lower, Wouldn't be surprised, but it's okay. It's okay. It's totally fine. Deal or no deal, right? So Donald J. Trump basically is saying we made great progress today. That's it. Progress, progress, progress. That's what it is.
Yeah, there's
let me
no
interrupt.
doubt about that. Yeah, there's
let me
no
interrupt.
doubt about that.
Here come the leaders. Let me interrupt you, General. Let's go live to the room here. The two leaders, Vladimir Putin and President Donald Trump.
Mr. President, late.
Okay. Okay. Guys, we're gonna be hearing more about this in the days to come. It's Friday, so tomorrow, Sunday, and obviously Monday. But what do you think? I think a lot of people. You gotta dump it up, right? Yeah, I think a lot of people are gonna be a little bit disappointed, but it's okay. It is what it is. There's some work to be done, and a lot of things happening behind closed doors, right? So about 3 hours of conversations. Finally, face to face with the Russian delegation, and it's the first chance Trump has in less than a year to try to close and end this war. It's gonna be fun to watch and see all the latest. But we'll keep you in the know, guys. Thanks so much for coming in and for watching and for joining us today. Earlier today, and then now, and we made a few videos about this, and I think it was okay. It was nice. A good chance for us to have a conversation and to see. But as of now, the price of XRP, just let it rest, let it go wherever it wants, and we'll be watching closely. Man, what a day! I want to say thank you to Diglets. I want to say thank you to Mansoor for the kind donations, guys. You're incredible as always, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Diglets. I need you in the Discord, so make an X account, please. Create an account and just DM me. All right, I want you there. JB, TJ, appreciate you guys for being here too. And I'm gonna relax a little bit. I think it was a nice one. We've been working so hard. And I want to say thank you guys for joining us. This was good. I wanted more questions, Q&A, but I get it, man. All those American reporters would have grilled Putin, and I don't think he wants to put himself in that position, obviously. The dialogue is open. So I think Donald J. Trump is the right president, to talk to Putin right now. So I'm optimistic. I think we're going to get some okay news as we continue. You guys take care. I'll see you next time, guys. Peace. Gotta be patient. Gotta be patient. This was the first one. First of many.